Name that comes up a lot when I float out the question, like, who are you investing in? If you're a melee watcher and you want to get some good results along the way. There's been a quiet, like, as the DK renaissance has crested and entered our consciousness, there is a quiet Luigi counter-revolution that is in the works. And it's not necessarily specifically against the DKs, but the Luigis are coming. I am a believer that we're about to see many Luigis start to get better results in the coming years.
That is terrifying. I've not heard this take, but I can kind of believe it. For me, the scariest part is just like the sound effects, because imagine a world where we start seeing, like Luigi does often. We're gonna have to get used to that one. Is John Ridin, is that the player, same Luigi that plays fairly well at Anthem?
Yes, I bet. Let's say yes. Tournament placements.
It would have been recent.
I don't see it on this page.
Okay, could be thinking of a different Luigi player.
Yeah. I think something that I am very impressed with as we get to like super high level Luigi, it reminds me of something that I felt watching actually Ice Climbers from Nikki at Don't Park on the Grass during that IBDW set, or the Cody set. Jesus, what year is it? Some of the movement is just so explosive, it makes you gasp.
Yeah. Where
you just watch them shoot across the stage at 1,000,000 miles per hour, or slowly with a jab that was not the intent. And it's always very cool to watch them abuse that low traction to make exciting moments happen.
I know, and there's like a moment when the other player gets like kind of afraid of Luigi, and that's when I feel like the tides start shifting.
Yeah, that said, Loam is doing great. This is a famously funny and bad matchup for Luigi. There is that old bit about SK92 shooting 1,000,000 lasers at Luigi. If you just want to beat Luigi as Falco, you can shoot the gun quite a bit. I felt like Loam's gameplay though has been pretty mixed.
Pretty honorable, pretty respectful. I actually just met SK recently. Still talks about that moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk about peaking.
Yeah. Well, who knows? SK still enters locals.
Okay, then the future is always open. That's what I'm saying. Having a little bit of trouble catching Loam jumping. Though John Ridin is definitely like praying for a more grounded game, but now Loam just straight up takes the lead.
Cool. What do we know about this player Loam?
Yeah.
I like the tag name, but I admittedly am not super familiar with Loam.
Yeah.
I will say that when Loam is shooting lasers, it's like not a full lockdown. Like there's definitely a lot of interaction that John Ridin is doing, and surely like Luigi has like a playbook of what happens when you get shot at. Yeah, this is looking really good. I imagine that Loam is the underdog here. And so this is the first potential upset we might be seeing.
There's a player named Loam who was second out of 27 on the Colorado True Skill rankings for Smash 64 in 2023.
This be it.
Yep.
Sounds right to me. All right, so last stock situation. Honestly, Luigi at 58% is like enough to set up a lot of edge guard situations. The crouching is not going to be a thing here anymore.
Yeah. I think, Loam might be that 64 because it's. My sources are telling me Colorado Falco, and we'll see what else they tell me later.
All right, this is a make or break moment.
Yeah, 113 is horrible for Luigi. 65 is not amazing for Falco. Like this is still like Luigi has very strong aerials, lots of ways to combo off of one hit. And no read there.
And sometimes Luigi just doesn't die, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That is a little bit sad for Loam. Like, he took jaw riding to a real limit, and jaw riding had to clutch up. At 113%, like if a random backer comes through, if you get a shine, it starts to actually maybe get a bit dicey with shine because you're now shooting the Luigi so far in the air that you might not be able to get the shine backer unless you're very fast.
Yeah, Yeah, no, I could tell Loam really wants this. Loam did a bit of like threw his head back after that last one. So this is a classic moment of like, you know, was game one just like warming up and Ridin was just figuring it out, or does Loam know the adjustments needed to actually make this happen?
There's a quietly brewing also like EU versus NA grudge coming through. I've seen Salt and others talk about how we need to go to EU tournaments more often, like the NA players, because they think that the EU tournaments are getting like ranked too high because they don't go to a lot of NA tournaments. So like one good performance overrates them or whatever. I don't really agree with that, but I do agree with egging on that beef so that Americans travel to Europe.
I
think
take
that's
that
pretty
Europe
good.
trip if you want.
Yeah, right.
Can Loam find an edge guard against a kind of a misleadingly difficult character to edge guard? I find this edge guard very stressful.
Yeah.
Like that up B.
If it's sweet spotted, it's just fine, yeah. I don't really know why Ridin went all the way up there.
I mean, there also could be like a lot of nerves. We were talking about, you know, precious games earlier. If you're Ridin, like every game is gonna feel way more precious than say Umar, who's like, you know, a local here.
Imagine like accounting, like doing like I have to itemize every game divided by the cost of my travels.
Oh my god, that makes me sick.
How much does each game cost Ridin? It's like $1,000 from at minimum from Switzerland to the West Coast, maybe closer to like 1.5K.
Or if you did the math of a player who's like not that good but goes to a lot of things, it's also an expensive.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't have to think about that.
These are expensive games. Put some respect on the Europeans. They gotta make everyone count. Armada's secret power? Terrified of losing money.
Okay, so Loam is like kind of running away with this, right? Are we saying what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is looking like the first game was a fluke in the direction of Ja.
Oh, wow.
I love that. I love that. To me, that is... Oh, and the crowd likes it too. Loam excited. Or I think Loam was just telling Ridin, here's where I ban or whatever.
Oh, no, but there was emotion behind it.
Yeah. I love when Falco's Suicide Dare to end a match. I like it when they Suicide Dare to trade stocks with a lead. Yeah. I think Suicide Dare is so underrated, and is I hope it's the future of the Falco meta, because it's like just win one stock and then guarantee the others.
I mean, it's like one of the scary things you can do, right? It's kind of like a trust fall.
Yeah.
That sometimes gets you killed. Like some trust falls, I guess.
Yeah. How many people die, do you think, at like summer camp trust fall exercises every year?
I'll be honest. I have no like sources for this. I wouldn't be surprised if kids don't do trust falls anymore.
Yeah.
So it really only takes one, you know, egg to crack.
There were just thousands of deaths that were coming through from these summer camps, unreported by the news media.
Of course.
You know, and they won't tell you the true story about trust falls. Trust is for the birds. We should all hate each other.
Yeah, your life is not. Your life is worth more than that. Friends don't let other friends trust fall each other.
Yeah. You shouldn't trust me.
I'm down to do one after this though.
Oh. Time travel glitch? This is something that Ridin did at the beginning of game one that I don't think we've seen since. It was the falling up B to catch some spots. To me, it reads extremely ridiculous, but the success rate is like 4 out of 5.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah. And Loam is just not opening up. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to get through the wall. Come at me.
We're seeing jabs. Okay, it's finally a lead from Ja. We haven't seen too many of them, honestly, so far this match. How does Luigi do in these transformations? I never have to think about that too hard.
I don't know. I think one of them, isn't there lower traction for Luigi?
I feel like I've heard that before.
I don't know if it's this one or another, but there's definitely one that has, like, Jigglypuff's, where Jigglypuff's, like, neutral B gets, like, an extra hit. It might be the, it might be the ice stage. There's an ice this one, right? Am I crazy?
I don't know. Yeah, there's an ice stage. How do I unlock that one?
Yeah.
The DLC?
What am I don't know which one is higher traction. I haven't played. Listen, we froze this for many years. I forgot this Eldritch knowledge. It stopped being relevant. I look at this thing. I'm playing Slippy. Okay. I do think of our tournament legal stages, I think this is the coolest. Like, not just, even, you know, transformations notwithstanding, the camera in the back.
Yeah.
It's crazy to have a feature in a video game that is this, like, camera within a camera, and then obviously the camera within a camera. And it not be distracting.
Yeah. I mean, as a spectator, sometimes I dissociate. I'm like, oh my god, I can see so far in. It's kind of like a magic trick.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, this stage is objectively probably the coolest. It's like in a stadium. You have a fully packed house.
It's the most like how we play Melee at a tournament like Genesis.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how to put the Genesis stage on one of these. Just hoist it up.
What do you mean?
In the air, like how Pokemon Stadium's hoisted
Oh! In the air, yeah. At the Ludwig chess boxing, Melee boxing.
Yeah, but
you
put
know
the players, but raise up the players.
They should raise up. They should have raised up the players too. Yeah, that was a missed opportunity for brand synergies.
And you get lowered down into a box ring and fight again.
A little spooky, but I think KJH and Fiction would have liked it.
Oh yeah. All right, so this is best of 3 still. So Loam is kind of running out of room to play with here.
Hugs beat the shit out of Toph.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it.
No, I feel bad talking about it.
He's a father now. Toph.
Really?
Yeah.
That kid is gonna find that footage one day.
Yeah. Loam shaking his head, looking sad. There was, overall, you could make the argument that Loam was in control more often than not in this set.
I agree. Yeah, with how those 2 games went, the first 2 games, I agree. Like, it was difficult to find a lead for Gyri.